Hi there. So what I want to review with you today is manufacturing in Odoo. The first thing we're going to look at is our products. Go into inventory. Here's the inventory dashboard where you're going to see your receipts, your internal transfers, your delivery orders, and your manufacturing orders. Just going to go into our debug mode quickly and turn off the tour. Now, so here we are, inventory. If we go to inventory control, look at our products, we'll see we have component A, component B, and a finished product. Open up a finished product. We're going to see here our product 360. And this is where you're really going to manage all the various settings related to this product. You'll see all your bill of materials for this product, attachments, manufacturing orders related to this product, purchases, sales, quantity on hand for this product, forecasted quantities, and reordering rules and all traceability related to this product. Down here, you'll see you can define the product type. Is it consumable, service, or stockable? Internal reference or SKU. Barcodes, internal categories, which when you open this, it'll bring up the category information. Costing methods, standard, average, or real. Inventory valuations, periodic or perpetual for this product category. Income, expense account, stock input, stock output, stock valuation accounts, as well as stock journals, and removal strategies, whether that be FIFO, LIFO, or first expiry, first out. So once you define that, you can define the version, the sale price, the cost price for this product, control purchase bills for products. From an inventory standpoint, you can define routes. Here are some of the out-of-the-box routes like manufacture, buy, or make to order. Define manufacturing lead times, the weight of this product, which will have implications when it comes to shipping this product when you integrate with a FedEx or USPS or DHL. Tracking by unique serial, by lots, or no tracking at all. You can track vendors that you purchase this product from, which will, should you procure a product automatically through a reordering rule, will automatically select the vendor at the top of this list. From a sales perspective, you can define warranty as well as customer lead times for this product. Invoicing includes income, expense account, taxes, price difference accounts. We integrate with Tax Cloud, which will help configure taxes in real time for you. And then, of course, invoicing policy. Do we want to invoice for this product on ordered quantities or delivered quantities? Great. We'll see up here also there's a bill of materials created for this product. Select it. There's just one that I created. Open it up. You'll see the product, quantity, routing, and then you'll have all your listed components down here. Within the routing, you'll see there's 2 steps, 2 operations. There's a fabrication and an assembly. The duration each is anticipated to take to run one cycle is 60 minutes. And if you open this up, you'll see here, oops, let's click on this. Yep, you'll see the operation, the work center, duration. You can just find the next operation. Do we want to start the next operation once all products are processed or once a minimum number is processed? And you can then see the work center rules here, where we can do cost per hour, the working hours, time efficiencies, capacities to run one cycle. So OEE efficiency, time before and after production. Now, once you save these, we can go back to our sale order. So if we go and run a sale order, we open up sales, go to quotes, create a new quote, select John Doe as our customer. Product, we'll select finished product here. You can open up that product form page right from the sale order as well, which will be nice because it'll allow you to design bills of materials on the fly, adjust the cost price on the fly, and do that. Oops, well, I think now we'd have to actually remove this and add it again. And it'll give me my 1500. Now, when I save this, I can send this quote out to my customers by email right from the Odoo system. It will actually track it. It'll ask me for John Doe's email. Here's the template with the PDF. We have online quotes as well, which I'll get into. Down here, you see what's called the chatter. This tool down here allows for you to track all activity related to this quote. For instance, when I confirm this, it will tell me the sale order went from quotation to sale order. I can send emails out to my customer right through here. It'll track those. It'll create a thread. The customer responds to this email, it will actually track the customer's response as well as integrate with your Gmail, your Outlook, or whatever your platform you're using today. So you'll receive emails both there, as well as you'll be able to see them in here as they relate to individual documents. Also be able to log internal notes, so we can track users here. Let's say I want to send this to user Nick Kaczynski. So how much was this SO for? So you can log internal notes amongst colleagues just like that, and it'll actually, if it's a gray box, it means that it's hidden. It's a hidden mail from a customer. So this will only be visible by way of your colleague. And should you see what it looks like in the back end, we can go to sale order. We can I'll give you an example here. My colleague Sean. Oh, these are just meetings. But if we look, for instance, nope. Let me see, maybe Dara. So Dara will be able to show me exactly what it looks like on the back end. So Dara and I have conversations here about a development request. You can see that these are emails that were sent from the task, but actually populated in my Gmail. And it'll give me that little purple button, which when I click it, it will bring me into the internal document inside the Odoo system in which all of these conversations are related to. So it's a pretty neat function. So going forward, the integration that takes place here is it created a delivery order automatically when I generated this sale order, which I can access just like that. Shows me my finished product, and it's still waiting another move. It needs to be manufactured, that's why. Also shows me the sale order it was related to and where it's going to, partner John Doe. Now, it also created a manufacturing order, which when I go to operations, manufacturing, there we go, sale order number 2, here we are. You can see there it is, it's related to SO2, the one that we just confirmed down here. The manufacturing order will show me the product, the quantity, the bill of material, the routing. It will also show me the components associated to this final MO. So I can check availability. I'll see I only have one available. Component B is not in stock. That's why it's not available. But I did create something called reordering rules. So when I go to my inventory and I look at run my scheduler, I did create a reordering rule for product B. So when I go to purchasing, there is a PO generated. It's in the RFQ status. You can see it this way. Quickly filter, by vendor, for instance. Shows me my RFQ. Order point number 1 is what generated this. I can send out my RFQ right from the system to my vendor. And when I get confirmation from them by way of the chatter here when they email me back, I can go ahead and confirm this order. It'll automatically schedule an incoming shipment as well as queue up the vendor bills for me to pay. Now, when I look in the inventory app, a few things happening here. I see I have one item to receive, which is from vendor X, and I can go in, PO1 is what it's related to, and assign my lot number to this product. Just give it any old lot, and I validate it. It'll bring it from the vendor to the stock, and it receives that into my warehouse, and you'll see it tracks it in the chatter, timestamps it, user stamps it, and it shows the activity. It went from available to done. The next step, you'll also see we have delivery order. We have one waiting. If I open it, it'll be sale order number 2 to John Doe, related to SO2. We're waiting on another move. We're still waiting that manufacturing order, which I can see here. Now there's one to do. The reason it's now to do is because we have the stock. And I can check availability again. It'll show me component B is now in stock. So I could actually run this manufacturing order right from this module if I wanted to. I can plan it, and I'll see it pushes the work orders out when I plan it. But if I take a step back and go into the manufacturing app again, I'll see here are my 2 work centers. I'll see I have one new activity to launch in the fabrication work center, which if I open this, it'll show me this is the one line for MO2. Here's the product, and here's the work center. And the work order is just titled fabrication. This is what the interface looks like. You can see it's ready to go, the status up here. So when I'm ready, I can just click start working, and it'll actually start tracking in real time the time spent on this task. Shows it'll log all the users who've worked on this task and their time spent and their duration, and it'll relate back the MO, the work center, and then the work order, what we're looking at now. So when I'm done, I can click done. The system will want me to add a lot to the new product that we're working on. You'll see that lot number is related to the finished product, which is what we're producing right now. Save it, and then we can mark done. Now, you'll see now there's one to launch here. It shows me my efficiency is 100% because I finished what I needed to finish within the specified amount of time, which was 60 minutes. Here we go, same process here, except we're gonna add some of these components. We're gonna add component A and B. We'll consume them at this stage. Start working, and when I'm done, click done. Now, the folks in the manufacturing department will automatically see here, we can mark this as done, the MO. You can see 2 out of 2 work orders have been complete. The inventory moves have been scheduled and executed. When I mark it as done, it will show me, again, like I said, inventory moves, all marked as done. Cost analysis, it'll show me here what I paid for component A and B, plus what I spent in labor versus the cost per hour specified on the work center to give me a total cost per labor and ultimately a total cost for this particular unit of the finished product. And I'll also have up-down traceability. So I can see here the finished product, this is the serial number assigned to it, which if we drill down came from MO2, which if I drill down consumed these particular components here. And I can trace all the way back to know at exactly what day and time where component B hit our warehouse. If I open it, I can see here it is 3 minutes ago. It came in by way of Nick Kaczynski from PO number 1. Just like that. Here's the PO. And you'll see up here, this is a really nice feature which I overlooked, but it actually traces the whole step through the system. So you can move back to any point in the work order. Want to go back to here, it'll let you do that instead of having to click back and refresh. So now with that being said, if we go to our inventory app, we'll see we have one to do now. It's no longer waiting. It's automatically scheduled to do because the system recognizes that this particular warehouse out is now available. And if I open it, finished product, the system will be smart enough to recognize the actual serial number to which we produced this for. Just ask me to add it. We do have barcode functionality if for whatever reason you want to print out a picking, which you can do up here, and you want your team to function that way. You'll see here we have the barcode, and then I've already assigned the lot serial number down here. But once this is done, we can validate it, and it'll move it to the end location of the customer, give you that traceability here. Finished product lets you know when it left the warehouse right here at 4:39, matches the time up here, and then drill down, and we have that full downstream traceability. Oops. Here we go. Perfect. So next step would be look at the sales app, go to invoicing, orders to invoice. We still have to invoice sell order number 2. See the status down here. You can quickly group by customer, and then if we want to group by status, you can do that. It shows me John Doe, sell order. There we go. Now, you can create the invoice right from the sell order, just like this. We can do down payments, fixed percentages, fixed amount of percentages. We'll just invoiceable lines. Here we are, we're in a draft invoice, customer, salesperson. All this is still modifiable. We could still edit the sale order. It'll be reflected in the invoice, etc. But once we validate this, you'll see it'll post the journal entries right here. See, you have your account and your journal and your account, which you can assign here to this invoice. Once we validate, journal entry was created and posted. Open it up. Accounts receivable has been debited. Tax and product sales. Reconciled entries, nothing is reconciled yet because we just have an open invoice. Now, if you go into the accounting app, pretty straightforward. We see we have the 1725 that's awaiting payment here in our customer invoices journal. I can actually register the payment in a few ways. I can register it right from the invoice itself, right through here. I can register the journal, or I can register a payment and match it. And I'll do that just to show you what it looks like. See, here's all of our invoices. You can quickly filter out what hasn't been paid yet, and it'll show us that data. You can filter out what's in draft, nothing. See that way. So if we go to sales and payments, it'll pull up the payment page. We'll create a new payment here. Receive money from John Doe. We'll see bank, and we'll do $17.25. Save, and when I confirm the payment, it marks the journal items automatically. Here they are. So, for John Doe. Now I'll go to Advisor, Manual Payments, and Invoice Matching. Here I can actually, it's going to tell me I can reconcile these. It's the system smart enough to associate the two. But if I don't want to, I can disassociate it, but both of them. So I'll do my payment, and I'll match it against this invoice. System will say reconcile. When I reconcile it, simple, go back to my customer invoices. This invoice has been marked as paid. Open it up. You can see it here, paid $717. Other, go down here to our invoice. You can see 2 minutes ago it was created. Reconciled entries, A1 is the matching number, and this customer payment that we just created is what is responsible for actually pushing the payment through. Now, from a reporting standpoint, we have things like a P&L. Shows us here our operating income. You can see product sales, drill into the GL, actually see the invoice associated with the product sales. Yeah, we have balance sheet, cash flow statement. Not a whole lot of data to work with today, but enough to give you a general idea of the structure and layout. And then we have consolidated age receivables and payables. Nothing in the age receivables as of right now, or in the age payables. So, yeah, that's how the accounting works. See all of our vendor bills, payments, advisor, journal entries, chart of accounts. See a full list of them here. Manual payment matching, which we walked through, and then all of our reporting here. And of course, configuration, things like payment acquirers, payment transactions, online synchronization with banks, so you can import your bank statements and reconcile them against open invoices and match payments that way, things like that. So, last but not least, we'll look at inventory. You can see your inventory control products. This will give you an idea of the different products in your system, your quantities on hand, forecasted quantities. You can look at reporting, do inventory valuations, specify the current date or do a current one, pull it. We'll see we have like 99 units of component A at a valuation of 2970. That's it. That's all we have in stock. Pull those open, see it here. When it came in, all that. Now, last sales, quick report. Can do a quick sales report. Not a whole lot of data here, but we can break out by customer, break out by product, look at quantity ordered, quantity invoiced, and the total. And you have it like that. So, I hope this gives you a general idea of what our system can do from a manufacturing standpoint. You can see the different integration, how everything's essentially kept in one module, one platform. Didn't get into a lot of things like quality here. There's barcode functionality. There's product lifecycle management, which will give you this pipeline to customize and develop your product lifecycle management through here. You can create summaries, type. We want to introduce a new product. I want to design the bill of materials and the routing. You can do all that right through here. And then bill of material changes, routing changes, design approvals, and actually create products right through here and manufacture them. So I hope this gives you a general idea as to what we can provide. Should you have questions, please do let me know. Thanks.